such a beautiful day, and we are going to be decorating my front porch for summer. Now, these potted plants here, they are going to remain. I took my wreath down, but I'm going to do something different with that. And I'm just going to try to remove all these little dead pieces out of here. And we're going to add some red flowers in here, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. And these are going to remain. We were actually able to save all of this during the winter seasons just by covering up. So we have this, I forget what you call it, this rabbit tail fern in the center, and then we have all the creeping Jenny on the side. And so we've cleaned the porch, and so now what I'm doing is just going around and cleaning the windows with some glass cleaner, and I'm doing the door as well, and then we'll start decorating. In this area right here in front of the doorway, I'm gonna update the mat here, even though we've removed the old one. I am gonna add a wreath to this door, and then we're going to put our chairs back and decorate them as well. And so let's get started. Although my porch was cleaned earlier during the day, I always like to use my favorite glass cleaner to go back over and retouch the glass, my glass door and all the glass windows, to give my glass a very crisp and shiny finish. This is the wreath that we're going to use, and I've taken off, some of you may recognize this wreath from my spring haul. I'll leave a picture of that video if you would like to go over and check it out. It'll have more details of where I purchased it and how much it cost. So now we're going to add ribbon to it, and I'm going to show you the ribbon that I'm going to use. I am going to combine this ribbon with this ribbon, and I think I'm going to put in this type ribbon as well. So I'm going to put this together off camera, and then we're going to install it onto the wreath. Now I have created the bow, so now I'm going to attach it, and then I'm going to fluff out each of the loops. So now I'm just giving you a front view so you can see exactly what it looks like, and this is what we're going with. Okay, we got long tails just like I like, and I think that is a 12 loop bow. I think I did 12 loops there. So now on to the next thing. So now we're gonna put the floor mats down, and I'm gonna do a layering effect. So I'm going to put this one back. This is what we had up here before during the spring. I'm just going to just do it a quick little wipey wipe. And we could stop. We could stop with that right there, but I'm going to add another one on top. I added this mat here, and it is absolutely stunning. I had it up during the spring season, but I'm gonna layer it for the summer because I just love the etchings in this, all the florals. So this is something that I can use year round, but I'm gonna layer another core rug on top. So let me get that. And I think you all are going to love this mat. Okay. And we're gonna put this one with the butterflies on top, and it simply says welcome. So let's put this on top, and this will make this mat. I wish this mat here was in a bigger size, but this is the size it came in, and so by layering it, it gives it more groundedness, and it makes it look larger than what it actually is. So I have just layered my rugs, and I love it. This will stay up all summer long, probably until fall before I remove it, and I love it. So on to the next. So now I'm just going to add my bunting onto the rails here, and then we'll get back to the chairs. All right, we're going to add this bunting to the rail, and hopefully it fits, and we're going to give it a shot. So this is what it looks like. These are really small. I'm going to give it a try. Let's see what we come up with. I'm going to take this artwork here and mount it on this wall. First, I started with one hook, but quickly realized that I needed two in order to make this piece work. So now it fits perfectly. So on to the next thing that I need to get done. So now we're going to go ahead and add my pillows to each of my chairs. So now we're going to take care of my pots here, and I'm going to remove all the dead looking pieces of this fern, and then I'm going to add in some florals. Now that's looking better already. I've got all those dead pieces out. So this is the creeping Jenny, and it looks like these were kind of folded up. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull these out, because they will grow just like this and get tangled. But I want them to fall along the sides of the pot. That's why they're called creeping. Now we've pulled all our pieces down, and see how gorgeous that looks. That is a creeping Jenny right there. So I just pulled all the pieces down to stimulate more growth. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some flowers in these little missing sections here. And she's been watered a few days ago. I might water her later on tonight since it's been so hot. So now we're just going to go over here and do the same for this one as well. So we're going to do the same thing that we did to the other one. We're going to pull the branches of this creeping Jenny down, because it's tangled, and you don't want that happening. So you want to stimulate growth, so you want to pull this stuff down. I accidentally clipped a piece. I didn't mean to do that at all. But okay. These are the flowers that I picked up from Lowe's during my trip there. I got these beautiful red vincas, excuse me, and I got these white begonias as well. I didn't buy a lot today because I'm only going to be filling my pot. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put these in my pots there, because these tend to mound and they get huge. So I don't want them to dominate what I already have. And these can expand as well, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some faux red geraniums, and I'm just going to add this little white one and this little white one here, which are begonias. I'm going to add those in. It's so hot and humid today. I could not find my tool that I normally use to plant my flowers in, but this is actually a tool that you use to pull weeds out of your landscaping and or whatever you're trying to de-weed. And I'm going to use this today in my flower pots. Okay, this is my idea. I am going to take these, I'm going to put one of these begonias right here in this gap, and then I'm just going to add some faux red geraniums throughout. Now these are my faux geraniums here, and I'm going to clip these and just put them, surround them around the pot. Do this one next, and we got the begonia planted right here in the center, and I'm going to turn these around, but for the sake of recording, I'm just having it angled on this side. So I'm going to kind of cluster these up as much as I can. It's okay to use faux plants with your real plants. I call it the jewelry that you're adding to your flower pots. Just like you do an outfit, you have your accessories, you have your jewelry, you have your shoes, you have your purse, and this is what this is like when you add in faux florals into your pots. Worry about plants competing with each other as well.